Good day, my friends. This is Dr. Digambar Naik. And let's answer the query about diet that I have to answer every day. Doctor, what should I eat and what I should not? And this is one question which just cannot be answered that quickly. For that, I have created a book which says My Approach Towards Diet. See, finally, we are exactly what we eat, what we think, and what we exercise. Everybody has a different type of diet. There are Chinese diet, Indian diet, every country has a different diet, every state has a different diet. There are vegetarian, non-vegetarian, vegans, and all sorts of things. You cannot prescribe any particular items to any particular people. That's why I always give them an idea, an understanding of the diet, and that understanding I have put into this little booklet because lots of this understanding is not correct. People have hundreds of myths and hundreds of hearsay things. They are not correct. So I put them all into this simple book, and you can all have this book, My Approach Towards Diet for Good Health. And every year I review this book. This was the last one was done in 2022. This year I'll be re-reviewing it back again. So what is most important in a diet is how, what, and how much. How much is more important. And if I give you some of the findings in this book, I've got some of the quotes about diet from centenarians, and most of these quotes are actually on diet. What do they see? Discipline in eating is important. I never ate extra even in a party. Less food is better than more food. Fasting one day a week made me more healthy. All good foods in moderation are good. It is terrible to develop a paunch. That means eating more than required. All my friends who had a paunch have already died before me, and he was a non-vegetarian. It doesn't matter whether you are a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian for longevity, for living a good, long, healthy life. So friends, this is what matters. How much you will eat? I would say 40% of carbohydrates, 30% of fat, and 30% of proteins. A lot of people, especially the gyms, have been advising so much of protein. Protein. Please do not take it. It will damage your kidney. 30% of fat is required. There are fat-soluble vitamins. They can be absorbed only when there is fat in your diet. Diet without fat is a bad diet. So 30% of the good food is what you have to realize. What is good food? Oils make a good food. Most of the natural oil, by the time I mean natural, is like your olive oil, coconut oil, groundnut oil. These seeds have the oil inside them, not the ones which is processed or make artificially and sold at a very high cost. Be careful about those sort of oils. So friends, oils are good food, or good fat, but when you heat an oil, that becomes a bad fat. So heating an oil, so especially the deep heating, is not the right way. Okay. So then you have to remember a few principles of a good life. What is a good principle of a good diet? Is first of all, how much do I eat? And here I have really put this principle in a short way, understanding for you to understand them very well. Proper calorie intake to keep weight at ideal level. Avoid food which is not good for your health. There are some food which will not be good for your health. Avoid restaurant food. Proper composition of your diet is what matters. Proper cooking is what matters. Proper way of eating is what you have to understand. and watch your allergy and your psychological mood, your feeling, your thoughts, a happy mood during cooking as well as eating. If you are cooking in a depressed way, people who eat that food can also develop depressions or physical complaints, my friends. Okay, so this is one of the most important things. Second aspect is how many times. Most of us eat 3 times: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But there are a lot of people eating, the best way to eat is twice a day. A lot of people are very happy eating once a day. But most of us want to eat 3 times a day, no problem. When we are eating 3 times a day, we have to be aware about quantity. We will tend to overeat. When we are eating twice a day, we do not have to worry about quantity, because most of the time we will not end up in eating sufficiently. So, but eating anything more than 3 times a day is not good for your health. Is not good. There are dietitians who advise 10 times a day. No, this is a wrong way. These people will not live the 100 years they are supposed to be living. You know, Alert, Active, Alive was my first book, which I wrote some 12 years back. It took me 10 years to write that book, which is available to you in Amazon. You can go for that book anyway. Do remember some impurities in your diet. Everything, vegetables, fruits, grains, milk that you get, everything has impurities. Be alert not to fall a victim to those impurities. Okay. And there are 3 things which I always will avoid, tell you to avoid. One is the sugar. I think most of us know that sugar is not good for our health. Jaggery is fine. Second is milk of another animal other than your mother. And the third is present day wheat and wheat products. Please, my friends, avoid these 3. In some of my videos, I will give you why we need to avoid these 3 things from our diet. Please keep these things away. Otherwise, most of the things you are able to eat. Learn to cook in the correct way, in the correct vessels, and learn to eat in a correct way. Your diet will make you a great healthy man in times to come, fit to live or be alert, active, alive at the age of 100. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much.